Hello everyone, my name is Mithun T. Augustine and welcome to a new lecture series titled AI using Python. This lecture series is about artificial intelligence or AI, which is a trending topic nowadays. In this lecture series, we will be discussing the basic concepts of AI and also the different algorithms in AI with the examples illustrated in Python. In this first lecture, we will give a brief introduction to AI and also an overview of this lecture series. Artificial intelligence or AI deals with learning efficient and intelligent algorithms using the data or available information. In general, AI deals with programming a computer so that it can learn from available data or information and perform tasks that involves intelligence such as understanding, thinking, decision making, problem solving, etc. Data can be of different types such as numbers, text, images, audio, etc., which contains useful information. And by an algorithm, we means a finite sequence of instructions or operations that solves a particular problem of interest. Now, AI consists of various algorithms that can be used for learning an efficient algorithm from the data or available information. The different subfields of AI are machine learning, neural network and deep learning, natural language processing, robotics, expert systems and control, knowledge representation and reasoning, social intelligence, etc. In this lecture series, we will be mainly focusing on the first 3 to 4 items in this list. In that, we can say that machine learning or ML is a subfield of AI and it deals with learning models from data. Then, neural network or NN, which deals with learning neural network based models from data, can be considered as a subfield of ML. And finally, deep learning or DL deals with deep neural network based modeling and can be considered as a subfield of NN. These are the major algorithms in AI, and in this lecture series also, we will be following the same order. We can group these algorithms into three categories, which are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning is used for obtaining models from a dataset consist of inputs and outputs, where the outputs are also called as labels or targets. We can say that in supervised learning, the available data is labeled, which means that each input sample is associated with a label. And here the label acts as a supervisor, which says that for this input, this should be the output. Then in supervised learning, our objective is to find a model which matches with this input output data. Now, based on the nature of the output data, supervised learning can be further divided into regression and classification. In regression, the output variable will be continuous and can take arbitrary values. Whereas in classification, the output or labels are discrete and can have only finite number of possibilities, which we also call as classes. Now, when it comes to unsupervised learning, the available data is unlabeled, which means we have only input data without any labels. And our objective is to find a model which extracts useful information from this input data. The major categories in unsupervised learning are dimensionality reduction and clustering. Dimensionality reduction deals with reducing the dimension or size of the data without losing relevant information. And these methods can be used for data preprocessing, feature extraction, and data compression tasks. And clustering deals with grouping the input samples into different clusters, which is also equivalent to classification in supervised learning. Finally, reinforcement learning or RL is used for learning sequence of decisions or policies using the data. In general, RL is used for solving problems of dynamic nature, and the dataset in RL will be time series data. RL algorithms can be further divided into model-based approaches, which requires a mathematical model, and model-free approaches, which directly computes the decision or policy without using a model. This figure summarizes the different types of algorithms in AI and machine learning, where we can see the supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning categories. And also we can see different algorithms in each of these subcategories. In this lecture series, we will be mainly focusing on supervised and unsupervised learning algorithms. And at the end of the series, we will be briefly discussing about reinforcement learning. These are the major applications of AI. Nowadays, AI is mostly used in web search engines such as Google Search, ChatGPT, etc. And also in recommendation systems which are used in YouTube, Amazon, Netflix, etc. And also AI is widely used in image processing, speech processing, video processing, etc. And the applications of AI in engineering and medical science are increasing day by day. These are the major references for this course, which consists of books on AI, ML, and data science. These first two books contain many examples illustrated in Python, and the last three can be used for referring the theoretical concepts. Also, in this lecture series, we will be using Google Colab for running the Python codes, which is basically an online editor for Python. And the codes in this lecture series will be in the form of Jupyter Notebook or interactive Python notebook format and can be downloaded from the link given in the description. In the next lecture, we will give a brief introduction to Python and Google Colab. With that, we can end our first lecture by running our first code in Colab, which says, "Thank you."